Hi everyone, it is Monday morning, so that means another sales update. Quite a decent weekend of sales, more just like quality rather than quantity. I've got 12 going out this Monday morning. The lowest value is £9.99, going all the way up to the higher value, sort of over £50. And yeah, just some really nice high profit sales. So yeah, let's get into it, see what's sold. And if you're wondering, there won't be any hidden printer reviews within this video. It's just pure eBay sales. So yeah, stay tuned, let's get into it. So first to sell is this baby Bjorn, I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Bjorn, Born, whatever. Just a basic baby carrier for newborns. That's only sold for £9.99, but I did only pay, I think, £2 at the car boot. I got 2 of them for £4, so yeah, not a bad little flip. It's just one of them bread and butter items in the field. You see it, you buy it for like a couple of quid and stick it on eBay. So easy to list, so easy to ship, and always sells for about 10 quid, sometimes even like £15, depending on condition. This one is missing the little badge on the front, as you can see. So not the best condition, but it does the job that it's meant to do. Next up, I've got these 2 Lego base plates. I think they're 48 by 48 on the studs on there. They're both genuine. I'm pretty sure I paid £2 for these ones at a car boot back in, I think, about 4 car boot videos ago. So if you go back then, you'll see me pick them up. Yeah, I think 2 quid though, £2, and they've sold for £19 plus postage. So yeah, once again, nice and easy to ship. All I do on these ones is cut some cardboard flat and just make sure these don't get bent or anything. Literally just cut cardboard, fold it around both of these boards multiple times, and yeah, just make sure they're not going to get snapped or anything. They're quite flexible, so they should be alright. But yeah, once again, one of them easy items to ship, easy to find, easy to sell, list, clean up, whatever. Just kind of a no-brainer bread and butter item. So the next sales are all footwear, apart from the one big hitter, which I'll show you at the end of the video. As you guys know, my business strategy right now is pretty much buying on Vinted and then selling on eBay for profit. Mainly just shoes, actually just shoes. I've literally never bought anything else on Vinted other than shoes. It works perfectly for me. Got some really nice ones to list, and I've got about 15 or 20 pairs coming in the post at the moment just to list on eBay. But the car boot stock still bulks out my listings. I've got perfect examples of why I'm going to keep going to car boots in these next sales. So yeah, keep watching. Let's get into the shoe sales. So the lowest in value are these Crocs here. They're just a pair of Crocs sliders. Pretty cool. Again, got them on Vinted, I think, for £3 plus the fees. So probably around £6-ish all in. These have sold for £24.99 on eBay plus postage. As you can see, I think they were actually brand new, unworn. Yeah, not your standard Croc. So just a basic Croc slider. And once again, they're not going to get damaged in the post, so literally just wrap them up in a little bit of card paper or something and put them in a poly bag. Easy seller, easy shipper. And next up, sticking with the sandal theme, got these Birkenstocks here. Paid just £10 on Vinted, and just this morning somebody sent me an offer of £39, so I accepted that just to get the ball rolling for the start of the week. Yeah, I had them up for £44.99, so quite a reasonable offer. £39 plus a little bit of postage on top, and the condition of these, again, pretty nice. I wouldn't say brand new, but there's a few little markings on the insoles. You'll be surprised, these still fetch really good money, even with all the print worn out and really dirty insoles. People still pay up for them. This is the Arizona model, so yeah, definitely one to keep an eye out for at the car boots or at Vinted, charity shops, whatever. I say charity shops, but there's really no point these days, is there? Let's face it, they're terrible, aren't they? Right, and the next pair here, we've got these Glacier black leather ice skates. As you can see, pretty much new condition. The only issue is on the right one here, there's a little bit of like peeling from the sole to the upper, but they are super stiff. You can't really flex that at all, and I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. So I've mentioned it in the description. We'll wait and see. Hopefully the buyer's okay with it and they still skate perfectly fine. Obviously there's no way of me testing it or anything like that, but they seem fine. I paid £10 plus the fees on Vinted, and I think they've sold for £40 plus £4.99 postage on eBay. So a little bit more postage, just because they're a bit more tricky to pack. I'll have to put them in a box, make sure all that's bubble wrapped, and they're obviously going to be a little bit more heavy than a standard pair of shoes. So do account for that when you're setting up your postage. Make sure you've got like a couple of quid on top just to make sure you're covered. You don't want to be losing out on postage. It's always a bit of a killer if you underestimate the weight of something or the value of it, getting it insured, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just make sure you're always covered when you charge postage. Right, these ones, really nice flip actually. These are Nike Free Run Distance. I want to say Flyknit. I'm pretty sure they're Flyknit, I'm not too sure, like a bluish Flyknit. Only issue is you got a little bit of peeling there where the sole is there. You got a little bit of a notch taken out, but it's okay. And it hasn't affected the price at all. They still sold for £42.99, and they cost me only £5 on Vinted plus the fees. So really, really nice flip there. I went through a phase of just buying sort of these style Nikes, and I've got another pair down here somewhere. Literally, I found those ones, and then like 10 minutes later, these ones popped up for a £5 as well, which are the Flyknit, what are they called? Lunarlon. It's almost like a sock feel, but super popular. Keep an eye out for these ones as well. Paid £5 for these ones. The only annoying thing is they are missing the insoles on the inside, which The seller didn't mention on Vinted, but it's one of them things, and I did get them at a really good price. These ones here should sell for like 35, 40, hopefully. Okay, so these next 4 sales, definitely my favourite shoe to sell because the sell-through rate is insane. They sell so quickly. If you list them at the right price, they will sell within the same day, maybe a few hours. No matter what the colour, no matter what the size, they just sell so well. So yeah, we've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Adidas Gazelles. So yeah, within the space of 2 days, got 4 Adidas Gazelle sales. They all vary in price and condition and how much I paid for them, but you'll be surprised how little I paid for some of them and how much they actually sold for. So the lowest I'll pay for Gazelles on Vinted is usually about £10, with the exception for some which I'll go into in a little bit. But these ones here I think cost me £8 plus the fees. They've sold for £29.69. I think I had them up for like £32.99. Put a 10% offer on, somebody accepted that offer. If you look at the soles, really nice condition. I mean, I've got the light shining on it so it looks like you can see the sort of inner of the shoe because they're a gum sole, but as you can see the actual tread on them is perfectly fine. Got this lovely green and white ones here, paid £10 for these ones plus the fees. They've sold for £39.99 on eBay, and once again, as you see on the tread, pretty good. A little bit of like dirt and stuff that I couldn't get out there, but other than that they're okay. And there's the insoles there as well. These ones here were an absolute bargain. So £8 for these yellow gold ones. My wife really wanted to keep these for herself, but they were a little bit too out of her size range. If you look at the condition there, once again, decent enough. No actual wear to the soles, just a little bit of dirt or whatever. But the uppers, hardly touched at all. And the insoles, once again, also really clean condition as well. So these ones here I managed to snipe from a brand new seller on Vinted. So paid £8 plus the £1 Vinted fee, and managed to get free postage as well. So yeah, I bought them for under £10 on Vinted, and they are sold on eBay for $49.99, and that's where condition comes in. I mean, if you're going to the shops to buy these brand new, you're probably going to be paying like 70, 80 quid. And yeah, if you look at these ones, they are pretty much brand new on the uppers. And yeah, somebody's going to be happy to pay that $49.99, and that came through yesterday morning actually at the car boots. But the next one here tops them all. So we've got these ones here, which are sort of like a peachy pink, nude or whatever colour, almost like a pale sort of pink with sort of black logos to them. These ones I paid $15 on Vinted plus the fees, so about £18.50 all in. But I was happy to pay that because they are literally brand new, unworn. So if you look at the soles, as you see there, brand new. They've probably been tried on indoors but never actually worn outside at all. Because these didn't have the box or any labels or anything, I whacked them on eBay for £64.99. But within 24 hours somebody picked them off and paid full price. So yeah, that tops them all, and that is the last of the Gazelles. So yeah, obviously I've just got rid of 4 pairs. I've only got 1 pair I believe left on the shop. So yeah, if you see any Gazelles on Vinted, please leave them for me. And finally, the last of the shoe sales. These ones here are the Asics Gel Nimbus 25, I want to say. No, Gel Keano 29. So completely out. You may recognise these from the car boot video last week. So yeah, really profitable car boot last week, as you saw from those pickups. And yeah, once again, just want to thank you guys all for watching. We've just passed 20,000 views on that, so incredible feedback from that video. Also, one thing I did want to mention in that video, I had some people saying, why are you haggling? I feel like I don't need to justify myself, but I'm going to say it anyway, just so you understand a little bit clearer. But I haggle at car boots. I don't do it on every item. I do it if I'm not too sure. The item in question was these ones here. The Apple keyboards. I had no idea that these were worth like £35, £40 a pop. She said £3 each, she might be willing to do a little deal, so I just said, would you take £6 for the free? So getting one for free. And I assumed in my head that they might sell for like £20. Obviously in the videos I make it seem like I know what I'm talking about, like I flash up the listing, oh yeah, I know in my head these sell for 40, but I don't know that until I've got home, done the research, and I get that pleasant surprise where they're worth £40 each. But at the car boot, in the heat of the moment, I've got no idea, so I'm going to try and haggle just in case they're broken, just in case I'm a little bit unsure on the price. In my head at the time I thought they might go for like £15 to £20 because that's what I've previously sold them for. So yeah, when you see me haggling and you see me flash up the comp, don't assume that I know it's going to be worth that much. It's also like the next item that I'll come to in a second, but yeah, I feel like I shouldn't need to justify myself. I'm just putting it out there anyways. When you're at the car boot, you don't know the exact prices they're going to sell for. You haggle all the time because you're just not sure. But anyway, I'm waffling on a little bit, having a little rant. Yeah, these Gel Keanos, I paid £10 and I didn't haggle because I knew the price of them in my head. So happy to pay the £10. They're almost like brand new. And they have sold for £59.99. So if I haggled on these ones, it would be slightly unfair to the seller because obviously she knew she paid like over £100. I think she even said it in the video. She was a little bit quiet, so it didn't pick it up. Yeah, she paid like 120 quid for these. So obviously it's a no-brainer paying £10. With the original box as well, added little bonus. So this next item here is the perfect example of, yes, I shouldn't have haggled. I should have paid what he asked and just given them the money, because the item's worth a lot more money than what I paid. but I haggled anyway because the item in question looked super beaten up. It was scratched all over, as you guys saw. I'm going to show you it now. So if you saw the thumbnail, you'll know exactly what this was. This is the really heavy Apple speaker. So as you saw in the video, do you remember how scratched up it was? I'm going to try and show a clip on the screen of me picking this up, but this was covered in scratches and marks all over it, especially on the top here. So I've managed to get it out pretty clean. There's a few little hairline scratches and stuff all over it, but it's not too bad at all. The bottom of it has also freshened up really nice. It weighs an absolute ton. There you go, there's the bottom there as well. So that has scrubbed up really nice. If I just take the cover off as well, again, no rips, no heavy wear or anything on that one. But yeah, my favourite bit of it is just how clean the actual speaker itself is. And the little tweeters and things like that, they're just absolute mint condition. Yeah, like I was saying, this is a perfect example of, yes, I shouldn't have haggled, should have paid the £10 he asked, but I haggled him down to £8, so knocked £2 off, but I didn't know if it worked, I didn't know the value of it in my head. But yeah, I got home, tested it all properly, it worked perfectly, sounded amazing, really good quality sound. It reminded me of those old Bose sound dock speakers. Quality 2005 Apple. So yeah, let's get into what it actually sold for. I paid £8 last Sunday at the car boot, and just before bed last night sold for £119.99. So amazing sale. I think that's my best car boot flip so far this year. Obviously it's a bit of a pain to pack because it weighs super heavy. Just for reference actually, I'm just going to weigh it for you guys. Here we go. So yeah, that is weighing 6.5 kilos. So pretty heavy for just a bog standard speaker. I guess that's where it gets a good sound from, I don't know. Yeah, pretty cool bit of kit. And if you're wondering how I got it so shiny and clean, I did get some advice in the comments below on that video, but I just thought I'd try with this down here. I used good old teacup for cars. Yeah, this did the job really well. It made it smell like a car for a little bit, but that smell quickly faded away. Yeah, just basic teacup. Takes out scratches, got rid of all the black scratches on that really easily. And then there were some deeper scratches, which I just used just a Stanley blade for. Without scratching the plastic, just go over it really smoothly with this, and yeah, just take out the scratches. Don't cut your fingers as well, so if you're doing that, just be careful. What you'll find with Stanley blades, if you're rubbing it on smooth surfaces, it won't actually scratch it. It will just take off any imperfections, any scratches that are above the actual surface of it. It will take that off and it won't scratch it whatsoever. So yeah, little reseller tip, have some Stanley blades handy in your cleaning equipment. That is definitely the sale of the weekend. So yeah, I'm going to cut the video there. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which is actually my birthday as well. We're going to be going to Marwell Zoo, so I'm taking the day off completely. So today I've kind of got to do 2 days in one and merge 2 loads of photos into one day, 2 loads of listings into one day, and yeah, just go from there and take the whole day off tomorrow. But yeah, for now, let's call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned a little bit something. If you did, please comment your thoughts below. Hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you're not already. I really, really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.